Back to this Thebes are Parked workplace class. I'm Sarah, in case you haven't practiced with me yet. We're gonna go through a gentle 30 minutes flow, so just to wake up the body and get it going for the day ahead. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to be aware of, like injuries or any body fun things, hips, stiff or something, just drop it into the chat box if you like. You can select private, so no one will see, just me. Otherwise, just grab yourself a mat or just a carpet or on a rug. You don't really have to have a fancy yoga mat to practice yoga. You can practice anywhere, really. So we're gonna get started just by comfortably crossing our legs. If you want to go half lotus, feel free to go into half or full lotus, and just bring your hands into your knees. Draw the shoulders maybe up to the ears and close the eyes. Take a deep inhale here. And then on an exhale, open the mouth and exhale and drop the shoulders down. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, drop them down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, open the mouth and exhale them down. Bring the hands together into heart center. Keep your eyes closed, your gaze inwards. And maybe take a second here to scan your body. Just checking in with your body, seeing how the body is doing today. Maybe there's any discomfort anywhere or any body part that would like to be moved a little bit more or a little bit less. So just assess that for yourself. And also check in with your mind. Maybe ask yourself how you're feeling today, what's on your mind or what your mood is today. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth and exhale. 2 more. In through the nose, lengthen the spine. And open the mouth. Final inhale. And open the mouth and exhale. Very good. Open the eyes and we bring the prayer up to the sky. Look up if that feels comfortable in your neck. And then exhale, bring both arms down alongside your body. Keep the left hand down. The right hand comes up and over. Look at your right palm. Inhale, push the right sitting bone into the ground again. Exhale here. Inhale, push the right shoulder away from you so you go a bit more of a side stretch. Exhale here, then inhale, come all the way up and we go the opposite side. Right hand down, inhale, the left up and over to the right. Push the left sitting bone back down into the mat. Exhale here, inhale, push the shoulder, left shoulder away from you. Exhale here, then inhale, come all the way up. Interlace the hands behind your back if that's accessible. Otherwise, grab hold of opposite elbows or opposite wrists. Bring the shoulder blades together, straight spine, 2 breaths here. Sitting very strong, long and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Let go of the clasp. Bring both hands onto your knees and start going into circles with your hips, getting some movement into our joints, into our sitting bones, into our hip joints here. You can go as big or as small as feels good to you. So when you move backwards, really push the navel towards the spine. And when you go forwards, push the navel towards the front as if someone was pulling and pushing you. And then switch directions. So go the opposite way. Very good. Okay, and then come to the center. Take a deep inhale, straighten out the spine. Exhale here. See if you can sit straight. Inhale again as if someone was pulling you up by the crown of your head. Exhale here. 1 more breath. Inhale. lengthen, and exhale, stay. Very good. And hold from, bring the hands to the front, and we come to all fours. Spread the fingers wide, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, so hip distance and shoulder distance apart. You can keep the toes tucked or untucked, whatever is more comfortable to you. Then we drop the belly down and look up for cow pose here. And then inhale, draw the belly button towards the spine, dome the spine here, shoulder blades apart for cat. Exhale, drop the belly button down to the ground, look up. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, suck the belly in here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look towards the navel for cow. Inhale, look up. And exhale, final cat. Very good. Then inhale, come to neutral and start circling your hips. So start getting some weight into your wrists at the front. Move your shoulders from side to side. Move your hips from side to side. Just to get some mobilization going here. And then switch directions. So go the opposite way. Then come to neutral, tuck the toes under, and we push back to our very first downward facing dog. Maybe adjust the feet so that they're stuck underneath the hips. The feet are hip distance apart. The toes, maybe lift up your heels onto your toes first, and then exhale, bring the heels down to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. The palms of the hands are shoulder distance apart. Index finger pointing to the front. Your gaze is towards the navel. You tuck the pelvis in and find stillness here. 3 breaths. Keep the knees soft if you'd like to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. And inhale, look towards the front of the mat. We inhale only the right foot to the front of the mat in between your hands. And come up into a high lunge here. Tuck the belly in so that you have a straight spine. Bend a bit more into the front leg. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Remain on the back toes. The heel is off the ground. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Free the front foot. And we drop the left knee down and tuck the left toes. Keep the left hand on the ground and the right hand opens up to the side and to the sky. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Free the front foot. Tuck the left toe under and push back into your downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, look towards the front of the mat. Gently step the left foot in between your hands and come up into a high lunge. Tuck the belly in so you have a straight spine, but bend into the front knee. Inhale here as if someone was pulling you up by your fingertips. Exhale, back leg is active. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Bring the front foot. Bring the hands down. Tuck. So bring the right knee down and tuck the right toes. Keep the right hand on the mat and the left hand opens up to the side and the sky. Look up to the ceiling. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Bring left hand down, tuck the right toes under, and push back. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, look towards the navel. Exhale, push the heels down. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale. Then inhale, look towards the front of the mat. Again, inhale the right foot all the way through, quietly if you can. Come up into a high lunge. This time we're going to twist. Left hand to the front, right arm to the back. So we're twisting towards the right hand side, just our upper torso. The hips remain locked, pointing towards the front. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Bring both arms up again. And exhale. Frame the front foot. This time, we're bringing our left heel down and lift the right toes off so that you're on the right heel and you get a nice hamstring stretch on the right leg. 2 breaths here. Look towards the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Then frame the front foot and step back into a downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale, look towards the front of the mat and step the left foot in between your hands. Come up. High lunge. Right arm to the front, left arm to the back. We're twisting again. So twist from your upper torso towards the left. Look over your left shoulder if you can. Inhale. Exhale. The back leg is active, so don't bend into it, but keep it active. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the right heel down and lift the left toes up so you keep the front leg straight and the back leg also quite straight. So if you want to bend into it, fine. Left hamstrings get a nice stretch. Look at your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then frame the front foot and step back into downward facing dog. 2 breaths again here. Look towards the navel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Step the right foot all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up. High lunge again. Bring the left heel down and we open up into a warrior 2. Bend a bit more into the front leg if you can, but don't overshoot the knee beyond the ankle. Keep it in line with the ankle here. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Straighten out the front leg. Shift the weight forwards and we come down to triangle pose. Trikonasana. Right hand either on the inside of the right ankle or grabs hold of the two peace fingers. Grab hold of the big toe. Look up to the ceiling. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Then inhale. Come all the way up. Bend again into the front leg. Flip the front palm over as if someone was pulling you to the front, and then we reverse the warrior and bring it up and back. Left hand can either slide down the left thigh or wrap around to grab hold of the right hip crease here. Look at the top palm if you want. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, open up Again, into warrior two. Right elbow onto the right thigh. The left hand sweeps up and comes to the front as an extension from your left toes all the way up to the fingertips. One nice straight line. Option to stay here. Option two, to extend the right arm out parallel to the left. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, open up again into warrior two. Windmill the arms, frame the front foot, and step back into a plank here. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, lift towards the front of the mat, and we step the left foot to the front this time. Come up in a high lunge and bring the right heel down so we open up into a warrior two. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend a bit more into the front leg if you can. Exhale, very good. Straighten out the front leg, shift the weight forwards, and come down to triangle pose on the left this time. Left 2 peace fingers, grab hold of the left big toe, look up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, very good. Inhale, come all the way up again, bend into the front leg, shift your weight forwards, flip the front palm over, and we reverse the warrior. Bring the left hand up and back, right hand slides down the right thigh, or grabs hold of the left hip crease here. As if someone was pulling you to the back, but don't slouch into the back, yeah? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Open up. Warrior two again. Left elbow onto the left thigh. The right arm opens up and comes to the front as an extension of the right toes and right leg all the way to the fingertips. Option to stay here or option to bring both arms parallel to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then open up into warrior two. Windmill the arms to frame the front foot and step back into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Inhale, lift towards the front of the mat, bend the knees and see if you can jump into seated. Extending both legs out to the front. Bring your right knee in towards your chest and open it out to the side. Inhale, arms up, and with a slight tilt to the left, we forward fold. See if you can grab hold either of the shin, the ankle, the toes, the soles of the feet, whatever you can grab hold of. Just pull yourself closer and try to do so with a straight spine. Look towards the toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Then inhale, come all the way up. We place the right hand, I'll switch around so you can see me, behind our right sitting bones, and then lift our sitting bones off the mat and extend the left arm and fingertips from the left toes all the way up to the fingertips as an extension to the side. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. and exhale. Very good. And slowly, slowly come all the way down. And we extend the right leg out to the front. Left knee comes in. Left knee goes out to the side. Inhale, arms up. And with a slight tilt to the right hand side, we fold forwards. Again, grab hold of whatever you can. If you want, you can hook anything like from a belt to even a cable on the sole of the foot, so you can pull yourself closer with a straight spine here. 3 breaths. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Very good. And inhale, come all the way up. Left hand comes behind your left sitting bones, fingers pointing away from you. Lift the sitting bones up and extend the right arm to the back, or to the back. Inhale. Exhale, point the right toes if you can. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. And slowly, slowly come all the way down to seated. Bring both soles, maybe I'll switch around, soles of the feet together. You can bring the heels in as close as you want, or as far as you want from you. See if you can open up the soles of the feet like a book, so that, you can get a little bit of inside. Then push down with your elbows. Push down your legs with your elbows. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale. See if you can bring your chest to the front with a straight spine. So simply tilting forwards and not rounding the spine and trying to go down. Try to tilt forwards from your hips here. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. And inhale, come all the way up. Bring both knees together. And then lift the heels off the mat. You can grab hold of the thighs from the back. Then bring your legs into a tabletop position so that they're parallel to the mat. And if you want, you can extend the arms out to the front, palms facing up. 5 breaths here. Engage your core. Open chest to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, that's halfway. Exhale, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, final breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Squeeze everything into a little ball. Don't bring the heels and the soles of the feet down to the ground yet. Take a deep breath here. And then slowly, slowly start rocking back and to the front. The big movement or small movement, whatever works for you. Then come all the way down when you had enough onto the mat. Keep both knees in towards you. Take a deep breath here and start circling the hips into one direction. Maybe you're also pushing the lower back into the mat, which sometimes gets forgotten. So push that hard where your spine finishes and your hip bones start. Push that down into the mat. And then switch direction so it gets a nice massage. Very good. And then step the feet down onto the mat. We're just heel toeing the feet, mat distance, or even wider or narrower together as you want. And then like a windshield wiper, I think, we bring our knees all the way to the right hand side. Open up your arms to the left and the right. If there's not enough space, you can bend into the elbows, so it's in cactus. And we look over the left shoulder. So we're decompressing the lower back here. We stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Then inhale, bring the knees and your gaze up to the sky. And then we go the opposite way. So to the left. And you look over your right shoulder. So opposite ways. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can release on every exhale a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. And inhale. Bring the knees again up to the sky and hug the knees into your chest. Squeeze them in. Maybe lift your head, your forehead towards the knees as well. Take a deep breath here and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything together. And then exhale, just drop the head down onto the mat. Take another deep breath here. And then exhale, just release completely into the mat. And we come to the final pose, Shavasana, corpse pose, to just open up your arms alongside your body as far away or as much as you want, as much space there is around you. Also the feet are falling to the sides, the legs are mat distance apart. You draw your chin in towards your chest a tiny little bit so your spine can lengthen. You close your eyes here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and release. Scan your body and make sure you're not holding on to any tension, not even in your face and in your eyelids. So take another deep breath in. And on an exhale, just release. Final breath in. And exhale, soften your face. And for the next minute or so, you just try to stay here in stillness. If thoughts come through your mind, just let them go, let them pass. You can always get back to them later after the class. For the next minute, just try to find stillness. Then slowly, slowly, bring your awareness back to the room, to your mat, and to your body. Start wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then gently bring your knees back in towards your chest and grab hold of them, giving your back one final massage, maybe in one direction and the opposite direction, pushing the lower back gently into the mat. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Very you had enough, just gently fall over onto one side and stay here for a couple of breaths, checking back in with your body. And scanning it from the toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Assessing how the body is feeling now, what sensation you're feeling. And check in with your mind again. And then slowly, with no rush, just push yourself up into cross-legged position where we started the class earlier. Bring your hands into your knees. Maybe draw the shoulders up and back and down and circle them to the back. And then also bring them to the front, so go opposite way. Very good. With eyes closed, bring the hands, palms together, hands into heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, open the mouth and release. Inhale fresh air into the lungs. And open the mouth and let go. Final breath. Inhale. And exhale. And gently bow forwards. Thank yourself and your body for dedicating the last half an hour to your practice, to your mind, to your body, and to your soul. Namaste. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me this morning again for the Thebes workplace class by our parks. My name is Sarah. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them into the chat box. Otherwise, I'll be back again next Wednesday. Thank you so much, Lou, for joining, guys. And have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope you're all keeping healthy and sane. And thanks for joining back in. Thanks, guys.